What is going on? Papa Tez here, and today I want to talk about Burning Life. Um, Sorry, it's been a while that that I've kind of put a video out there. I've had a lot of stuff. I actually had to reset my entire PC because Windows decided to break it in the last update. But in short, I want to say that I have been really enjoying Burning Life. I've been enjoying this chaos. It's a little bit different, and I've been trying some of the other characters in it and it hasn't been as great or so. I've been really struggling at the boss on this one. So, big thing about this big guy right here is he just has a crap ton of health. He has a crap ton of health, right? Let's look at the yeah, that's the interior. This big guy right here. So he's the boss this time. He hits really hard, has a crap ton of health. And can be definitely a little bit difficult to deal with. So as you can see, I have this 14. I just did a run, and I'll showcase a little bit of that run in a little bit here. But yeah, let's talk about some of the rewards. You know, kind of like your standard full achievement rewards here, or your first achievement rewards. I've gone all the way to 30 so far. You can take a look at some of the cards, and this is to me one of the unique things with the deck is kind of like these spores that constantly create. And this contamination spore or the spore propagation increased damage amount taken by 5% on effect activation remove for all spore propagations. So basically, you can do 20 stacks of this right here, which is really cool. I'm gonna play with it some more just to see like what type of damage I can do. I've just been like so focused on trying to get like a decent card deck yet again, and I need to just pull myself back away from trying to get the perfect card decks and just get back into playing around with the spores. So I think the person that I had some of the spore stuff on, let me see who I had the spore stuff on. Let's go to combatants. Let's take a look at Magna, I believe. Was she's the one who had spores? Did I give Magma spores? Let's see if I did or not. I may not have. I may not have. Yeah, I can't tell. Let's do by acquisition. Let's see. Did I give Magna any spores? Because I've been running Magna through here. No, Magna didn't get any spores. Did I give Orlea any spores? Let's see. Did I give Orlea spores? I did not. Who was it that I gave spores then to? It might have been. I did get Mei Lin, so that's been really nice just to play around with her just a little bit. Let me see. Had to been this lady then. It had to been this lady, right? I'm gonna be sad if I can't find any of the spores. I can't find any of the spores. This is one card that I like though, that I think I want to play with this one more. So select and draw one card from draw pile, then apply retrieve to those cards. This one's nice. This one's real nice. I want to say that one is real nice. So that's one. This is another one. Select and activate one card in hand, draw pile, or discard pile for one turn. When each of damage, shield, and heal has been activated through cards, removes unusable. So this card starts off with unusable, and then you'd have to proc the damage, shield, and heal. So that's one that I plan to play around with some more. That I like thus far. Let's see. Did I get Abyssal Bug in here too? No, I don't know if I got the Abyssal Bug. Yeah, I can't find any spores. Why don't I have any spores? What did I do? Let me check one other person to see if I gave them spores. No, I guess I did not really give them or did I give them to, did I just give 9 a bunch of spores? I'm gonna check and see, did I get 9 a bunch of spores or not? We're gonna see. I did give her Eternal Phoenix. Let's see. Maybe I just did not do anything with any of the spore hands that I had. I really thought for sure that I had, oh, well, this is one of the ones from within there with the exhaust one and then the counterattack. So this one I kind of like. The exhaust one card in the hand. This is one that I have been using. That's been from the new area. It's really nice because number one, it gives the counterattack at the start, at turn start, and then also the exhaust. So I think that was the epiphany that I got on it, which I think is very, very nice. So yeah, I don't know what happened to all my spore hands. Maybe I just failed every run that I I don't see a single spore deck. I don't see a single spore deck at all. And I did, yeah, I haven't really ran any of the other people. Oh yeah, of course. This would be the one person that might actually have spores on her. Here we go. Here we go. She does have that one. Did I give her any spores? Okay, so I did use the Azure lemon and the ebony lemon. So with the broken lemon, this one's pretty cool though. With the it gets the fragments, basically allowing you to kind of draw your deck one time. So I think that those are really cool, and I want to play around with that some more. But yeah, I do not. Okay, here's another one I played around with, which is the amber lemon, lumen, not lemon. Why am I talking about lemons? Lumen. So this is really cool with the harmonization. If the cost of this card and action cards are identical, activate this effect, which is really cool, and it feels a little easier to proc than some of the others. But also, just kind of getting the shield and a draw too. That's a really nice one. And this is another one I played around with. So heal 20% for each card in hand. So it's just a little small heal, which I think really benefits her. And then you get the contaminated spore for the increased damage effect, which is super duper nice. And yeah, this one here is interesting, right? Because then you get to create a bunch of them and then just throw them all back. And if you retain one, then that's when you get the contamination spore again. So I don't know. I want to play around with more of the spores with the hands, just because I enjoy kind of like the drawing effects and stuff like that. So yeah, we finally found it. It was Narja was the one who had all the stuff on her hands. And we won't worry about that right there. Don't worry about that. Okay. Don't worry about that. All right. Turn your attention away from it. Okay. We're talking about the chaos. Don't turn your attention away from it. All right. So we kind of went over the rewards there. As you can see, like the exploration that I've done thus far. Let's see what equipment I haven't got. So I haven't got the golden bell just yet. I have not got the summoned lump of light yet. I have not gotten the critical damage one there. I have not gotten when gaining counterattack by an ability, add a counterattack. That one's going to be cool. I might need to bring a counterattack person in there. The pale eternal flame. I think I got one of the other flames, not this one. So when a card is exhausted, increase damage amount of allies by 10%. So yeah. Now when an enemy is defeated, 200% damage to all. The claws, the crit hits, the mark, heal, the fixed damage at the start of the turn, and then the starlit cloak. And dormant seeds, and this one at the start of the turn, decrease cost of one random exhaust card in hand by 1 for 1 turn. So yeah, there's still quite a few things that I have left to discover. There's a couple of unidentified areas that I guess I have not been into just yet, so those are probably where some of the things that I'm missing are from. I can see that I've gone against most of the bosses, but I'm pretty sure that these are going to be in certain areas, right? And then of course we've had both of these with the Plague Lord. Plague Lord's kind of rough. That's what I'm gonna say for sure. Okay, so here we go. So this is a little bit of the run that I just did. I'm gonna show kind of like where I was, just to kind of showcase it just a little bit with me going into there. Matter of fact, I'm just going to skip down. I want to get to the boss, right? I want to kind of like go over the last little few minutes of the boss fight here. So one of the things that I'm noticing, at least with the boss fight, as far as what I plan to do going forward, is I plan to make sure that I am maybe taking advantage of the spores a little bit more, just so that I can damage this guy down. As you can see, once I get here to this point here, I'm thinking that I'm set right here. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Little did I know that I didn't have anything I didn't have enough in the discard pile. I absolutely did not have enough in the discard pile. Because if I did, we probably would have been running the fade on this one right here. So, as you can see, I basically end up taking a big hit here. And, yeah, that kind of was the end of the run. So there's two different strategies that I have here. Of course, is one of them is bringing in the shielders to beat the run. That makes it a little bit easier when you bring in the shielders, just because, yeah, I'm just not getting maybe as hit as often, right? Or I'm not getting as hit as hard like what you see here. The second thing that I'm thinking about with all this is just to make sure to, I guess, maybe pick up a few more things along the run to make the run go a little bit better toward the very end, because that's basically the big issue that I had, right? It's just right here at the very end I get completely beat up. I have one more chance to go here and I'm just like, yo, I got this, I'm coming in clutch for sure, I'm coming in clutch for sure, and I only get two to come out. I'm like, dude, I'm so close. Yeah, in my opinion, I completely ruined this run for myself, in all honesty. But yeah, yet again, all these times I've been creating and putting the homing lasers in there the whole time. I've been getting, my stacks back and all that. I didn't get it this time, so bam, that's the end of the run. I just needed one turn and this Joker would have been gone, right? But that's okay, right? That's okay. So we got beat up here on that run. We got beat up there on that run for sure. So hopefully on the next time that hopefully on the next time when we get there in the run, it's a little bit better. I've definitely beaten it already at the tier 14 value. It's just a little bit tough. As you can see, some of the other rewards, make sure that you're getting in and doing your stuff weekly, because you get the big this here every time. Let's see what else. Oh, let's go. I got that. Let's go. I got my season limited sticker. That's awesome right there. So I get to put that on there. Then a battle report and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely get in here and do this stuff weekly. I'll also be going back in and playing around with the elemental spirit just to get that up a little bit more. But yeah, we're primarily talking about burning life. Look at me constantly getting distracted. But the one thing I do like is that it only takes about 2 runs to get this done also too. So it's super duper nice. All in all, that I will say, also too, with kind of like the new loot that you get there, everything has been really, really nice going into the run. I enjoy also too the area that you have that's in there, where you kind of get the spears and stuff. It's really, really cool. So definitely take a look at the area inside of it. I'll probably do a little bit more to showcase that. But either way, I just wanted to kind of go through and talk about how much I'm enjoying the Burning Life. And it's super nice again to have something that we can just constantly rotate and do over and over again. I love the grind of these, especially pulling out the tier 14 and then looking forward to seeing like my first tier 15 and going forward from there. So either way, thank y'all so much for listening to the Yap Fest for me. I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.